Welcome into the Daily Reload. I'm Crash and you're busy, so let's get right into the shooter news. If you guys listen carefully, I think you can hear it. Yeah, that's the sound of cheaters crying. I want to talk a couple instances of cheaters taking L's in a couple games. Today is a good day. The first one up is Rainbow Six Siege. If you guys aren't aware, this month Ubisoft deployed Operation Mousetrap on console in an attempt to catch people spoofing the game and using unintended inputs, essentially using mouse and keyboard in what is supposed to be, by the developer, a controller-only game. And why this is a big deal, if you guys are unaware, Rainbow Six plays a little bit different than other games. I have played it on console and also on PC, and it is a vastly different game. When you play it on console with a controller as intended, there is no aim assist. You have nothing helping you out. There is also an incredible amount of recoil compared to other console games, so shooting is incredibly difficult. It becomes much easier when you use a mouse and keyboard, which is not officially supported by Ubisoft, and those players have a distinct advantage when they use these Zim controllers or whatever they are to be able to make the console think that it is a controller, but they're actually using a mouse. And if we go over to the forum, there's been a couple tweets that expose the cheaters that are just absolutely crying. One user tries to use a sob story and explain to him why he's justifying his cheating. For me personally, just a little bit of a world collapses. It sounds really, this guy is down bad. For the last 7 years, Rainbow Six Siege has been a part of my life several times a week. I play with friends. I am incredibly bad in FPS games with controllers, so that is unplayable for me with a controller. Even with the Zim, I have in quite a high elo in ranked KD of only 0.8. So this guy is actually terrible. He goes on to say he's not honestly sure if the Zim majors can change that either. SAB 2.0. I'm assuming that's the firmware update where they're trying to circumvent this. Is also used there. I'm a bit perplexed right now. I know it's just a game, but as I said, in the past was a good way to switch off from the stressful everyday life with work and 2 children and enjoy the evening with friends. At least it doesn't work the way I'm used to, and that makes me a little sad. Do you guys feel sorry for this guy? Yeah, me neither. I'm 36 years old. I have a full-time job, a new baby, and I make daily YouTube videos, and I made it to platinum on mouse and keyboard on PC. Stop complaining and just play the game. If Rainbow Six is played correctly and you're not very good with your controller and you play ranked to the best of your ability, you will end up being placed against players of your similar skill level, and it's fun. That is how ranked works. And then another tweet I saw today that is going to make you and me incredibly happy was posted by Bikini Body. Another instance over on the forum where this basement dwelling troglodyte says, since Mousetrap is out, what happens when they sell the program to other gaming companies? Is Zim pretty much screwed over? So I just switched to PC for good. I don't even play Siege, but this worries me for future games. If we scroll past a couple smooth brain comments that don't really mean anything, this actual distributor of Zim says it currently supports over 300 games, going on to say Zim can afford to drop reduced support for some games as new games come out all the time. Maybe players of those games should move on too, making it sound like potentially Zim is going to drop support for Rainbow Six Siege, and this is a massive victory. Rainbow Six Siege on console, when everyone is using controller, is actually incredibly fun. You can get away with some different peaks, you can move around the map a little bit more and not risk of getting your head taken off in 0.5 seconds like you can on PC. And that other comment about this being sold to other companies, we've seen Activision also banning and penalizing players for using spoofing Cronus controllers and other third-party devices on Call of Duty. And if this continues to spread across the industry, I think things could get a lot better for us. Switching gears over to Battlefield, content creator Silk made a video exposing a cheater who is also a content creator over there. And this is a video you guys definitely have to check out. It is comedic gold. He DMs with this cheater. He also 1v1s them in a jet contest and 20-0s him. It is hilarious. I highly recommend you guys check this video out. And even though he maintained his innocence through the whole thing with Silk, he actually deleted his Twitter. That is a questionable move even for somebody with a room temperature IQ who cheats in video games. This caused some developers to tweet out against cheaters about Battlefield, and I really hope that this takes off a little bit, because even when I go back to play Battlefield 5, the cheaters are still a real problem over there, and I hope maybe this could potentially wake DICE up and help get some of the others out of some of the older games. Anyway guys, that's all I had for today. I hope this news of cheaters taking L's makes you walk a little bit taller today, maybe put a little smile on your face. The war with cheaters is far from over. It's always going to be something we're dealing with, but we're rooting for days like these where we get a couple wins, and we're also rooting for things like AI anti-cheat to help us out in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome evening and awesome tomorrow, and I'll see you on the other side.